Sharon Keeling from the Leukemia Lymphoma Society of Central Iowa.
Yeah, we've had the opportunity and the honor of working with the LLS Foundation and Society for a long time and raising a lot of money, and we have been honored to be their host tomorrow night.
That's right. We're downright proud to salute wonderful organizations all the time, and we have to salute the Leukemia Lymphoma Society and some incredible men and women who've been working for 10 weeks straight to raise as much money and awareness for blood cancers as they possibly can. Sharon, what are we talking about when we say the LLS Gala? We know we've been a part of it for years and very honored to do so, but what is this all about?
Well, this is the end of a 10-week campaign. This year we have 6 candidates, 4 women and 2 men, running for Man and Woman of the Year. They are crowned that title by raising the most funds. They have a ton of fun doing it. We have had so many events in the last 10 weeks.
And very creative ideas too.
And it goes right into the auction. If you have looked at the auction packages online, we'll show you how you can bid on that in a little bit. But one of them is helicopter hog hunting.
What?
It's a real thing.
Someone call Sarah Palin. We're going to get her to bid on this.
The first thing that came to mind was Sarah Palin, but
yeah, it's done in Texas. They
really?
have a really overabundant supply of.
So you're talking about the wild hogs. The wild hogs.
hogs.
Okay, so it would be an actual hunt in a house.
Yeah.
Wow, that is
I'm like,
bizarre.
we have lots of pigs here in Iowa, but
I was saying, well, you hover over a pen and just okay.
as you say,
video is
we've been
crazy.
honored to be a part of this wonderful event. I want to say for like about 5 years now, if not more. And I have to say, we've had a wonderful privilege of showing off these incredible candidates this year. And you've never met more passionate candidates who, fortunately or unfortunately, have a true story when it comes to cancer affecting them in some way.
We have 6 unbelievable, compassionate, energetic, creative candidates ever, and they are all touched in a personal way. One of them, when I was waiting to come on, I was in the back room and I saw Wendy Danielson, and she put a picture up of when she was 14 going through treatment, and I mean, she looks like skin and bones, and it just kind of hit me because I know that they have stories, but when you see an actual picture of this girl, she's a teacher thriving now with a beautiful family in Fort Dodge, but they all have stories like that. 2 of them have children, 2 have gone through treatment themselves, and then one's father is going through treatment. So it's unbelievable amount of energy they put into this campaign, and to do this in honor of a loved one is a remarkable thing. And these people are not raising $5,000. They're raising a lot of money.
Yeah.
This will be a record year.
Because this is the biggest fundraiser for leukemia lymphoma all across the Iowa chapter, but this happens across the country as well. But we've been highlighted as one of the best in the state many a times because of the passion and the funds that are raised. And all of this goes to research and helping families and making sure that we can hopefully find a cure to end blood cancers and cancers all across the board.
That's right. We have a remarkable amount of volunteers that help with this, but this campaign brings out the best in people. Iowa is a very generous state. Everybody knows that. Even during bad times in the economy, we are very successful here because people just give. And I think we tout one of the highest average per candidates in the state of Iowa. And our budget is just barely below Atlantic City, which is, I don't know how many millions people versus Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah, and we're talking right now, this is Central Iowa with Wendy being in Fort Dodge. But it's a pretty small area when you talk about the amount of money. Last year, I think our average was $67,000 for 8
for people just stepping up, raising money individually.
Unbelievable.
So that's a heck of an amount. Do we have any idea what the goal is this year for us?
The goal is $430,000. Last year we raised $450,000. I'm very optimistic we're going to break our record this year. With the auction we have, and we have a great guest speaker tomorrow night. Seneca Wallace is in town to speak at the gala. He's also hosting a golf outing that will benefit LLS later in June. So we're very excited he's a wonderful, very giving man, and he will be our guest of honor tomorrow night. We have almost 650 guests coming, which is another record.
As I say, that's a lot more than it has been.
Yeah, we usually right around 500. Last year, I think we were 530, but yeah, it's a big number.
Yeah, breaking records all across the board. Now,
Right.
we've introduced you to guests on the program, and they've had events leading up to the grand finale. But we
Right.
want to tell you thank you if you have supported any of those events. But if you weren't able to make it out or donate, you still have time because the grand finale is this Saturday. So if people are still wanting to be a part of this amazing thing that's going on, is there still room?
Oh,
Is it still time?
Can we still get in?
You have a seat.
Okay.
But yes, there is still time. They can call our office at 515-270-6169
Okay.
to get tickets. You can also go to www.mwoy.org/IA to find a candidate that you may know or may not know and donate to them. They would be very appreciative.
Still have time to do that as
Still
well.
have time.
And there's still some of these candidates that are fundraising today.
Oh, yeah.
And even tomorrow.
Which is
Yeah.
the photo I told you about was because Wendy was, reaching out for last minute donations.
Yeah.
And to me, that picture just was so powerful because this is why she's doing it.
So let's talk about those auction items again, because you said these are some of the best
Oh, yeah.
auction items you've seen in a long time, whether it's the silent or the live auction. But if people want to get a peek at some of those, they can do that right now.
Right. If you go to the site that's on the screen now, you can peek at them, you can register. You do not need to be present to bid.
Okay.
Except for the live, tomorrow night, the live auction.
Right. But the silent auctions,
the
anybody
Wild
can
Hog
go.
Hunt is
The
live.
Wild
Wild
Hog
Hog
Hunt.
Hunt.
You
I'm
have to
curious
be
to
there
see
for
what that's
that.
going to go for now.
Me too. There's a lot of buzz.
Somebody, and Jackie kind of hit on it earlier. Somebody tweet Sarah Palin, let her know that this is going on.
She needs to come to
You
Iowa.
never know, and then send her
She
that,
likes Iowa.
that address. Yeah.
She's come here many a
we
time.
need to do that. But yeah, there's trips galore. There's trips to Nashville for the 50th anniversary of the CMAs in November. We have trips to Florida, Colorado, golfing trip to an exclusive course in Nebraska. There's just unbelievable. The creativity this year, they've really thought outside of the box. There's a freezer full of meat. I mean, pork, chicken, and beef. There's just a ton of creativity put into it this year.
Wonderful. Okay, so it's all coming to a head this Saturday, folks. We thank you if you have supported a candidate thus far, but you still have an opportunity to do so. And remember, all of this is going to help raise more awareness and funding so that we can find a cure for
Right, and
cancer.
I want to thank you too. You've been remarkable. All of the candidates have been on individually and then having me on today, but for several years now, I think we're going into 6 or 7 years since you ran for Woman of the Year, Jackie, that you guys have been involved, and we're so grateful getting the word out and just awareness in the community. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having us a part of it. It's a great event, folks. We hope you can make it out. If not, still plenty of opportunities to donate. So give us that website one more time.
www.mwoy.org/IA.
And if you want to check out the auction items, because they sound absolutely
Yeah, you wanna do
incredible,
this.
this is the website to go check those out. Remember, with the silent auction items, do not need to be present to win. So if you're not able to make it this Saturday, still have many opportunities. And there's a couple of the candidates, well, there's all the candidates, but those kids in front, they're representing who we're fighting for, correct?
Right, that's Kira and Trey, and they are the face to this campaign. Kira is currently in treatment, and Trey was diagnosed with post-transplant lymphoma, I believe, after his kidney transplant when he was a baby. So he's doing well now, and Kira is, I think she finishes treatment in November, so we're very excited for her. But they're beautiful kids and very strong fighters.
Wonderful.
A lot of people at Prairie Meadows coming up tomorrow night, so we're looking forward to it.
A lot of people.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, it is 11 minutes past 8 o'clock right now, and we will be right back. You're watching CW Iowa Live in West Des Moines. I see any cabs down there? I'm looking for a cab, a taxi.
Ooh.
Taxi! Taxi! We'll be right back. This is